welcome back to Made Up. It's your girl Diane, and today we are doing a full face of Tarte Cosmetics. I picked up these items in their last $63 sale. It's basically 7 products that you pay $63 for, and there's different categories, so you are limited in which products you can get. Every category has about 5 to 10 products that you can choose from. For the price, I think it's a phenomenal deal. So if you are looking to try out Tarte Cosmetics, or if you're just a lover of their products, it's a great deal. It's actually cheaper than what you might find at the drugstore right now. You know, those drugstore prices are really creeping up, depending on the brand, but $63 for 6 makeup items and then 1 bag. That's a pretty good deal. And it's a cute bag, it's big enough, it works. 6 items for $63, or really 7 items for $63. But 6 makeup products. Love that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on seeing what I picked out. First things up, I got the Tarte Clay Stick. This is a foundation stick. I wanted something that was different than what I already have. I already have the Found Sealer, and I absolutely love that product. It is in my rotation for sure, but I wanted to try something new as opposed to getting just another one of those. This is what it looks like here. It is very thick, sheet thick, like thick. I got the shade Medium Sand. I've tried this with a brush and beauty blender. The beauty blender works, but I don't think it's the best application. I find that a dense brush works best. This shade in Medium Sand actually, I think, is spot on for my shade. It may be a tinge off, but nothing that we can't cover up with, you know, bronzer and other products. So I think it was a perfect shade. So this normally retails for $29, and the shade range is, they've got about 12 shades, they have 12 shades. Shade range isn't that great, but this happens to work for me. All right, so the next item I got was the Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette. And this thing is just so adorable. There are the shades there. So you've got a bronzer, a blush, and then a highlighter. And then it comes with a little mirror, and perfect for travel. That's why I wanted to get it. It's just so absolutely cute. So this product retails for $19, and it's a good little trio there. Perfect for your travel bag. The next item I got was this Everyday Neutrals Eye and Cheek palette. Super cute. Let me show you the shades there. So you've got a little quad of eyeshadows and then a blush and a highlight, and this product retails for $30 typically. The next item I chose was the Found Sealer brush. This retails for $28. I can't wait to pair that with my actual Found Sealer foundation. It's got a flat top and rounded edges. It's pretty dense, and I just love this packaging. It's super cute. So excited to give that a whirl. And the next item up, I got this Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. This is a bestseller, it says online. This retails typically for $23. Let me just go ahead and show you the bristles there. Natural bristles on this one. Love this packaging. It's got like a grip on it. Then my next makeup item is the Tarte Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint, and this actually retails for $20. I got this in shade Fortune, and there is the doe foot. It's kind of got a tipped doe foot. It's at an angle, but then it's supposed to like hug the curvature of your lips. I opted for the matte lip just because we're wearing masks so much, and I hate the idea of my lipstick completely coming off on that side of the mask. That's it for the makeup items, and then of course it came with the little bag. This is a baby pink color. I thought online that it was white. It's not. And then what's nice is the glitter is actually encased in like a plastic, so it's not like glitter that's gonna go everywhere. And it's actually bigger than I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and see if all my items fit in here. I don't know. It's a bit much, but I wouldn't carry 2 palettes in anyway. I don't want to push it because I don't want to break it. But just to kind of give you an idea of what it might look like. Cute little travel bag. Let's go ahead and get started with trying this makeup. I already have all my skincare on, including my sunscreen, which I will be using as a primer today. It'll be doing double duty. I'm actually testing out a new sunscreen that has reviews that says it will double as a primer. So that's what we're using today for sunscreen and primer. Video coming soon. First things first, we are going to get started with the foundation, and what I picked up, I have the Found Sealer and I love that stuff. So I use it pretty often. It's in my rotation of products to use. So what I ended up getting in this category is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. I think the color, I've been using these products now for just a few days and I do like it. I feel like the color is pretty bang on. So I'm gonna do a little war paint here. Here we go. Ooh, I should probably get my hair out of my face. Just noticed that. Okay, so, oh, I probably shouldn't have used that. It's gonna give me a kink. Oh, that's okay. I've gone too far. It's just over there, but oh, I'm going with it. Okay, so the next item that I got in this bundle is this little guy, this brush here. It's a foundation brush. This is called their Found Sealer foundation brush. I'm going to be using it today for obviously this clay stick foundation, but I feel like it works well enough. I feel like this foundation stick is very tough, so using my beauty blender really didn't work on this. So this brunch, I must be hungry. This brush is super dense and I think it works well with this product. So that is the coverage right there. I will say that I feel like this is pretty close to what I'm looking for as far as tone. Like I think it's my color. It might be a tad bit too light, but the next color up just wouldn't have worked and I can just bronze this up. So it's pretty spot on for a stick foundation. I feel that it gives an evening of the skin, but as far as coverage level goes, it's not giving me much in the way of coverage. I am a person who likes skin to be skin, so I definitely don't do full coverage very often. It's fine for me, but it's a light coverage. I don't even really think that this could be built up in the way of coverage that much, otherwise it would just be too cakey. So what I've been doing is just spot concealing and it's been working out for me. It's fine for my level of coverage that I like, but it's just something that you should know. I feel like it's light. Maybe if you cake it on, you can get a medium, but for me, it's light coverage. I did not pick up a concealer in this bundle, so I'm going to continue with my normal concealers that I've been using, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the products. All right, you guys, so I've done some spot concealing, I've put powder on the face, so we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and move on to the little face palette we got. It is the Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette. All right, let's get this open. It comes with a little mirror right here, and then these are the shades right there. The bottom one is obviously the bronzer, a blush, and then a highlight. The bronzer is Farmer's Market, the blush is called Summer House, and then the highlighter is called Beach Getaway. What I have noticed about this palette is there's a lot of kick up. You wanna be gentle because if you are heavy-handed, I don't know if it's just extremely pigmented or if it's just so softly packed, there's like a lot of kick up, but you wanna go light-handed. The first time I used it, it was a lot, especially the blush. It's just got intense really, really fast. So let's go ahead and get this on here. I'm gonna start with the bronzer in Farmer's Market. Okay, I went too light, but that's okay, because you can always build up. Now what I find for bronzer, the best placement for me is just above where you want to contour, because what ends up happening with the brush is that we keep the product above that line here. If I do it right there where I want to cut my cheekbone, product or bronzer or the shadow will end up down here, and that's not what I'm looking to accomplish. I think that's a nice healthy glow. So then you see how I meant like how the foundation might be just a tad lighter than a perfect skin match, but once you bronze it up, it all just comes together. So that's perfect. Next thing up, I'm gonna do a little blush and I'm gonna go in with the color Summer House. Ooh, I already think I went heavy-handed. I didn't mean to, I swear, I didn't. I'm gonna tap that on and fingers crossed. Tap, tap, tap. I find that the tapping motion right now has been, especially with this brush, gives me such a natural flush. Instead of like doing this whole like painting across your face, although I do love to paint across my face, I'm not hating on that. It's just right now, this is what feels good to me. Also something I'm doing, and I don't do this all the time, but as of lately, I have just been tapping it on the high points of the face, almost like where you'd put a highlighter, and then kind of bringing it down. Not too much in the apples of the cheeks. Every now and again, I still do that, but just for right now, again, a lot of product, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a lot. So, tap, tap. Do you guys have that side of your face, like where one side of your face just always works out nicer than the other side? Because that happens to me. This side is always like so quick, and then my left-hand side tends to be problematic for whatever reason. Maybe there's something I'm doing, user error. And this brush is great because it's a tapered brush, and it's like a large paintbrush. This is the Scott Barnes 64. I just love, 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 love this. I'm gonna stop there. Then I'm gonna put on a little highlight, and this shade is called Beach Getaway. I am a very natural highlight type person. I don't like it to be super, super blinding. I always like a glow from within type vibe. I feel like this highlighter is a little bit in between. So a little bit more than glow from within and a little less than blinding. So I keep my highlights up here on the high points of the cheek. I always bring it up a little bit too. I like the effect that gives, and I love putting it right here, here, and then a little bit on the Cupid's bow and on the chin. I tend not to put highlight on my forehead. Sometimes, depending on how the product underneath breaks down, your foundation or whatever you've put there, I have fine lines in my forehead, or wrinkles. Gosh, can I even say that word? Wrinkles on my forehead. And so if I put product there or highlight there, it highlights that. So not trying to do that. We're done with the face product. For my next product that I got, so the Everyday Neutrals Eye and Cheek Palette. That's what I picked up next. And again, a very small product. I like this because it was compact, but again, this is something I could take on the go. And let's say I didn't even want to bring this extra palette. Then I have some options here. Not really a bronzer in this palette, but I'd make do. I would have liked a bronzer if I'm being honest, but that's okay. We got some eyeshadows on there, and then a blush and a highlight. The blush and the highlight in this palette I have yet to use because I've been using the other little Weekender palette. The eyeshadows I have used, and they are super nice. They blended beautifully and they stayed on the whole time, every time I use them. I mean, I just didn't have any problems with them whatsoever. So the eyes are prepped and ready to go. I'm gonna go in with the shade Adore. That shade right there. We're gonna lay a base on the primer, and we're just gonna use that color to spread all over the lid, even up to the brow bone. There are two kinds of people in life. Ones who set their eye primer and the ones that don't. And I'm going to use the same brush right now, and I'm gonna go in with its next door neighbor in shade Clever. That's this one. And we're gonna start in the outer corner. I'm going to take that into the crease, slowly but surely building up the product. First, I always like building it up in this fashion so that I keep my focus on raising the eyes and not drawing it down. If I go place my shadow below this line here, I'm trying to keep it from the outer corner of my eye to the tip of my brow. So up there, if I go below that, then it'll tend to drag the eye down, especially my eyes, because I have small eyes and hooded eyes. I try to keep things up, up, up. I'm really selling my eyes there, huh? Now I'm slowly gonna start bringing that over into the crease. It's gonna be slow and steady wins the race. So I am gonna switch brushes, and just below that shade is the color Delight. So that's the deeper color in the palette. It's right there, and I'm gonna start in with a smaller fluffy brush, and we're gonna try to build some dimension in there. All right, I'm gonna go back in with the shade Clever. Just blend those two shades a little bit better together around the edges. The next shade, which is this kind of reddish burnt orange maybe shade right there. It's a little bit metallic, but not too striking where it would be like flat out like a metal. That is the shade Charming. I'm gonna take my finger and just tap that right next to that outer corner. So not in the middle of the lid, just in between the middle and the outer corner. I'm just gonna tap that with my finger on both eyes there. And then I'm going to use that smaller fluffy brush to kind of just blend it in ever so gently. And I'm gonna go back in with the lightest shade in the palette, that light matte in the shade Adore. And I'm gonna take some in the inner corner just to kind of build up that light area there so it pops a little bit more. I'm gonna also pull that color into the inner corner here. There is no inner corner highlight in this palette. You would think that you might be able to use this highlighter shade right there, that you'd be able to use that. But I've tried it and it doesn't work. Sometimes I use a matte shade for the inner corner. I like that. Normally I'd go with a lighter shade because this is not popping that much, but just to keep things simple and stay with this palette, we're gonna leave that as is. So the next step, I'm going to not use an eyeliner. I'm gonna actually use shadow, which is something I used to do all the time. I would take a flat brush like this. This is the Morphe, I don't know what number it is. It's just a flat brush there. I'm gonna take this flat brush. I'm gonna use the deepest color, that shade Delight, and I'm just gonna pack the brush, make sure to tap off the excess, and I'm gonna run it in the lash line there. So just something really, really simple, but effective. Can you guys see the difference? I don't know if you can, but in person, I can. I swear it's not just in my mind. The next thing up, I'm gonna curl my lashes real quick, and then we are going to try the mascara that we got here. The lashes are curled, so we are going to try out this mascara. It is the Lights Camera Splashes mascara. I love this packaging. I think it's like the cutest thing. I have been liking this product. Now, you guys know I really don't have like lashes. So you may or may not be able to see this. I've been really liking the magnetic lashes, like with the magnetic liner. That's been my jam lately, but I only do it maybe for date night or something like that. It's not something I would wear every day. I feel like this brush and the mascara itself has done really well for me. I really like the look I get. Now, they're not like stand out very bold, but it gives a natural vibe, which I totally love. And I do find that it is waterproof. Any mascara that I use has to be waterproof because the way my eyes are with my lashes, it'll just end up all over my under eye there. So it always has to be waterproof, which is why I chose this mascara and not some of the other ones. And I am very, very happy with this. So love this product. We only have one product left. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up the eyes by doing my brows. I did not have a Tarte eyebrow product in my bundle, so I'm going to do those off camera and then we'll come back to try on the last item. All right, you guys, so the brows are done. Just quick pomade through those and the eyes are done. Yay! So the last product I got was the Tarte lip paint in the shade Fortune. Okay, so there it is right there. A nice chocolate brown. I've been loving these chocolate brown colors right now as of late. I've been doing a lot of work on my lips, like, not work, like, not like surgery, but like, like a lip mask, because I've just been fighting a dry lip. I'm drinking as much water as I can possibly remember to drink, and lip masks, balms, everything to keep them hydrated. This product is a liquid matte. While perfect for under mask, it's definitely very drying. At first, it's gonna look super lovely, and it does wear off very nicely, but it's just super drying, if I'm being honest. But I'm doing everything to combat that and trying to prep my lips very well prior to putting this product on. That is rich, huh? So I am only a one dipper kind of gal. One dip, that is rich. It's already dried down just in a few seconds, not more than a minute. It's still got some tackiness, but not much. It's gonna dry down quick and dirty. I just love that color at first though. It's just so pretty. For the first, 2 hours and underneath your mask, I mean, it is banging. That is the finished look with all the products that I got in my little bundle, and I love it. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for joining me. That is all I have for you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh my God, man, now. It comes with, ooh, and then I'm gonna drag. That's such a drag.